What's up, y'all? Y'all already know what it is, man. Dean by any means. Come holla at your boy, like, share, and subscribe. Oh, yeah, and to all y'all dudes that be in my comments, man, be like the real guys that's in my comments and disagree with me. If you're going to take time to watch the video, get in the comments, leave a paragraph, be a real dude, and like, share, and subscribe, my guy. That's all. I don't mind. Listen, I'll go back and forth with you all day. I promise you. But at least support the video. At least support the channel. Like, share, and subscribe. My Cash App is the same as my name, Dean by any means. You ain't even got to send me it to the. You ain't even got to send no bread to the Cash App. But at least, come on, boy. At least, like it and subscribe. Come on, my guys. That's what we here for. You give your opinion, I give mine. Dean, you a clown. I don't care what you say. Just like and subscribe. Um, Timothy Bradley, come take this walk with me, my guy. You are a disgrace as a human being, my guy. All of us in this boxing community, we got strong points, strong point of views, different opinions. But when you start going on personal attacks about who somebody is as a person, going out your way to try to diminish their skills and who they are as a fighter and what they do in their profession, and you supposed to be an analyst up there actually analyzing the sport and giving your opinion, is supposed to be giving an honest opinion to the public. You're not doing that, man. You helping create the division. You talking about Tank Davis is going to get exposed when his competition don't feel that way. How can you feel that way when Shakur Stevenson is not talking like that? When Devin Haney is not talking like that? When Teofimo Lopez is not talking like that? Teofimo called him the B word and blah, 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 but he ain't say that he a trash fighter. He ain't say, yeah, you know what, Tank is just a hype job and I'm going to expose him. He ain't say that. His daddy ain't say that. Devin Haney has never said that, bro. You ain't never seen Devin Haney talk about Tank as a person. They go back and forth all the time. You have never seen Devin Haney go out his way to talk about Tank as a person and say that he's a trash fighter. The guy you was talking about, exposing Tank Davis, couldn't disagree with you more. I want y'all to think about that, yo. Timothy Bradley is saying something. Timothy Bradley is like the guy that's in the background jumping, running, got the most mouth, but he not actually in the fight. The guy you champion, and I think he's special too, Shakur Stevenson. Shout out to Shakur Stevenson. He fights. If you see this, it'll probably be today. So he fights today. I'm going to just say that, more than likely. But anyway, you got Shakur Stevenson that don't do nothing but talk positive about Tank even after he has talked negative. You will never hear Shakur Stevenson sit up there and say, yeah, Tank, man, he going to get exposed. Tank not half the fighter y'all think he is. He not one of the best in the world. He don't really want to get hit. And how can you say you are objective, sir, when you sit up there and say that all PBC fighters and then board up Canelo and goddamn Bud Crawford, bro? You understand that they PBC fighters right now too, right? I just want y'all to, people that's hearing my voice, people will just say stuff because it sounds good. How you going to say all PBC fighters when the guys you mentioned are on the PBC? Can you please explain that to me, sir? Can you please explain that to me, sir? How you going to bunch a whole group of fighters that's under one promotional banner as if that has anything to do with their genetics, their DNA, their fighting skill, who their parents was, what gym they trained at, any of that? How can you do that, sir? So was it Floyd Mayweather overrated? He was a PBC fighter. Was he overrated? No, he was one of the best ever. So right there by definition, when you say all, you're lying. Canelo like how he getting treated in the PBC. Terrence Crawford been on a tour run talking more than he has ever talked. He liked that bag that he got from PBC. So for you to open your mouth and say all PBC fighters, that's a lie. Just a flat out lie, sir. So Shakur Stevenson become free as a bird by the end of this year and then go to the PBC at 24, 25, 26 years old and fight another 10 years. And I guess what would you call that? You're a disgrace as a man. That woman that came out, Tank didn't get charged for that. That woman didn't have no visible bruise. If anything, it showed that she was causing harm to Tank Davis, putting feces on his toothbrush and all weird, crazy stuff when some women do sometimes when they hurt. But then even she came out and said that man never put hands on her. But you going to sit up there and say, oh, I don't care what she say, I still believe her. He's the scum of the earth. How can you say somebody the scum of the earth you don't know? Because the way you talk, I guarantee you have never been in the same room as Tank Davis. And if you was in the same room as the Tank Davis, it was a big room. How you gonna call somebody the scum of the earth? You've never had a conversation with him. You know nothing about him, don't know his family, don't know any of that. How can you call him the scum of the earth? And then when the women come out and say that this didn't happen, and the police say the same thing, that this didn't happen, but you going to sit up there and say that it did just because you don't like him and you think he's the scum of the earth? You're a disgrace, man. I had a video earlier about Devin Haney and Bud Crawford and Bill Haney being what's wrong with boxing. But to be honest, sir, it's you. It's people like you, the people that is actually not fighting, the people that is actually not, doesn't have anything to do with the sport right now. It's people like you that's commentating on it and creating these narratives. It's you, sir. You weren't, sir, you are one of the most underwhelming Hall of Famers ever, but you sit around here and run your mouth as if you was that dude. Well, sir, I am 32 years old, my guy. I watched your career. You was overrated as hell. You got that win over Pac-Man and everybody went crazy, bro. That's what got you in the Hall of Fame. You was not that guy, bro. You was not that guy. When we bring up top welterweights, nobody brings up your name. Even Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson would agree that Gervonta Tank Davis is one of the best lightweights ever. You're talking about him in ways that his own competition wouldn't agree. The guy you was champion couldn't disagree with you more. You're a clown. Because you're supposed to be a guy that's supposed to be a representative of boxing. You are supposed to be a guy that's supposed to be objective, whether you're on PBC, whether you're on Top Rank or not. But you're not doing that, and it's clear as day. Everybody knows that about you. Everybody knows that about you. But when we call it out, you'll say we attacking you. When we call it out, you'll say we attacking you. Now, if Tank Davis go on Twitter and go on a whole rant, climbing down your throat, he's wrong then. He's emotional then. But you seem to can't have that man's name out your mouth and you don't fight. So that make me think that it's personal. Because at least Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney and Bill Haney, they got something to gain from having his name in his mouth. What is you gaining? We can't even take you objectively. We can't even listen to you commentate a fight because we know you're going for the top ranked fighter. So you'll acknowledge when he hit, but you won't acknowledge when he get hit. You're a coward. I've never liked you. I don't think you're a Hall of Famer. You're not a Hall of Famer in my book because I watched your whole career. I was a teenager, a young man, all in the boxing through your whole career, and I never wanted to tune into one of your fights. And I don't know too many people that did. You got that win over Pac-Man, and it made you think you was somebody, and you shouldn't have won that fight. But it's all good, good brother. I just want you to know you're what's wrong with boxing. You're not even what's wrong with boxing. You're just a flat-out disgrace. You got hatred for another man that has done nothing to you. You're a coward. I want everybody that's listening to my voice. If you got hatred for a man that has done nothing to you, you do not know this man. There's something mentally wrong with you. Timothy Bradley has a mental illness. You could dislike somebody. You could not want to rock with somebody. You could keep your distance from somebody. But to have hatred in your heart for somebody, when accusations come out against them, when the law and the person that was involved that accused him say that this did not take place, and you still run with that narrative just to crap on that man's name, you are a disgrace. You are a disgrace. And then the guy that you champion, the guy that you sitting up there that I think is special also, shout out to Shakur Stevenson, he couldn't disagree with you more, sir. He couldn't disagree with you more. You know how weird you are? You will argue points for somebody that they wouldn't argue for themselves. That, by definition, is D-Rod and hating. Shakur Stevenson to stop you right there. Oh, he gonna get I don't think Tank can. I don't think that. I don't think he's gonna get exposed. I think Tank is one of the best fighters out there. I know he is. I don't think he's gonna get exposed. I don't think he could beat me. That is two different things. Devin Haney beat Lomachenko. Did Lomachenko get exposed, or was it a great fight? Need to know. So because you lose a fight, that means you got exposed? No, it only means you got exposed in the fashion that you lost the fight. Earl Spence got exposed in his conditioning and I'm sorry, y'all. In his conditioning and in his defense when he fought Terrence Crawford. That's why the fight looked how it looked. But if you go 12 rounds with somebody and it's a hard-fought fight and you lose the fight, Francis Ngannou, did Francis Ngannou get exposed because he lost the fight? You're a coward. You're a clown. You're a disgrace. You're a fake Hall of Famer. I don't respect you on no level. I never have. I never liked you. I always thought you was a hype job. I always thought you was the Anthony Joshua of the welterweight division. I always felt like that. But you got the most to say when you didn't make a big impact. But the funny thing is, you was a quiet guy when you was in boxing. It's funny how you got a lot of mouth now that you don't fight no more. But you ducked Floyd Mayweather. I said it. You ducked Floyd Mayweather. Because it ain't nobody on planet Earth that think you could beat that man. It was nobody on. It's people that don't like Floyd that don't think you could beat Floyd. You're a coward. You want to talk about people getting exposed? You got exposed for ducking. Because at least Pacquiao 40. You didn't. And you had every reason and opportunity to fight that man. Because if Pacquiao could have made it happen, you damn sure could have. Because I know Bob Arum don't care about you more than he cared about Pacquiao. You're a coward. You're a clown. You're what's wrong with boxing. Because you're not objective. You can't even watch a fight and tell it how it's really happening, whether the top-ranked guy is going to win or not. I'm glad you're exposing yourself. So I'm going to expose you. Y'all have a good night, y'all.